me. My name is Samantha Hostetter, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience with Giovanni It Girl, and also just giving some answers to some questions that I've been getting. So without further ado, here we go. So my Giovanni It Girl experience lasted for about 3 years of applying. I was selected on my 6th time applying online. Now I do live in California, but it never worked out for me to go to a casting, so I applied every time online. I'm gonna put my headshot and my full body shot here so you can see what they look like. So those are what my full body and my headshot look like that I submitted. When I was selected, I moved on to the second round and did a Skype interview. I was actually on vacation in Vegas when I did my Skype interview call. So I basically did a 3 or 4 minute interview where they asked me a couple questions, like what it would mean to be the next Giovanni It Girl, what difficult situations I've ever challenged with other women, how I'd make them work, what I wanted to get out of this experience overall, and then they also asked for my measurements. Following the interview process, I did a runway walk, and then it was over. So then after that, I waited for about 2.5 weeks, I think, either to get an email saying I was being sent to Atlanta, or they don't send out an email at all if you don't get it. So I had known this from previously applying and making it to the second round, so I was really hopeful, but whatever happened, happened. And I got my email when I was pulling into the local grocery store near my house with my friends in the back of my car. And I remember when it popped up on my screen, I was like, oh, maybe they're just thanking me for applying. Like, it's been a while since I did my Skype interview. And I opened it and I read it over like 3 times, and by that 3rd time I was in tears because I had worked so hard for this. I'd wanted it for so long. I'd been practicing my runway walk and hoping and praying that I would make it to Atlanta. So my dreams finally came true, and it was the most exciting experience ever. So you hit the ground running really fast to get to Atlanta. So once they had posted that I had been selected, I got added to a group me with all the other girls. In my season, we had 50 girls, and we did this so that we could meet up at the airport, and I personally had never traveled alone, so it was a lot for me to be flown across the country to Georgia for a week by myself, and it helped to just meet up with a bunch of the other girls and just have that safety with you. So I'm gonna put some of those videos also here with my new friends.
Hey, I'm Danielle. I'm from Louisiana. I'm with Sam for Giovanni It Girl, and I'm reapplying my whole face of makeup in the airport bathroom because I cried it all off at the last airport.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and we're currently riding the train to Giovanni It Girl down the Peachtree Street in Atlanta, and I'm from West Virginia. So, yeah, we're just very excited.
So those are my new friends, Olivia and Danielle. I met them literally in the airport, and we had only communicated over Instagram and text, but we were all so excited to get to Market, and it was gonna be such an amazing experience. Danielle had done Market before, so she kind of knew what to expect, and it was just awesome because the sisterhood is really alive and real, and it happens very quickly, but I am so blessed to have had that experience with those amazing young women. I wouldn't change that for the world. So Market lasted, we started from Saturday to another Saturday. That's when I flew in. So I flew in on a Saturday morning and I left on a Saturday afternoon. And the first day was just me getting into my hotel room and meeting some of the girls. We went to dinner at this awesome pizza place, and that was that. My next day was fittings. So my fittings began at 10 a.m. and because I'm a curvy model, I get to work with the head designer of Giovanni. Hey Julie. So that was my first day. Sunday was pretty much all fittings. If I have a video, I will put it in right here. So we're currently on our way up to the very top floor. Yeah, that was kind our time to all bond. They fed us 3 meals a day in the Giovanni cafe, and it was my first time trying on all the dresses I'd be wearing for the show. So they basically want to see how they fit on you and if you were too tall for them. I actually was too tall for some of them. I was wearing full 6-inch heels. And then we also got like an introduction meeting where they talk about our show schedule and what we can expect over the course of the week. So after that first day, I was pretty much exhausted and had no idea what was in store for me for the rest of the week. One of the things I thought I didn't need, but did need, was bandage tape. So apparently at Market, the girls who have been there before, especially our incredible it girl, Katarina, warned us that our feet would get blisters or we could bleed or get cuts from our heels or they're gonna get sore. So you wrap your like toes and your feet with this bandage tape. And me thinking I'm invincible, and I've only done pageants up to this point where I can wear my heels for 2 or 3 days at a time and sit down, didn't know what to expect. So I didn't wrap my feet for the first couple days, including fittings. If you have me on Instagram or Snapchat, you know how well that worked out because now I have permanent scars from the cuts on my feet where my blisters turned into literal cuts. So if you're going to model at Market, if you're going for Jovani, if you're gonna model anywhere where you're on your feet for 8 hours a day for 7 days straight wearing 6-inch heels, wrap your feet. Take it from someone who learned the hard way that wrapping your feet will literally save your life. So that was one of the things that I needed to remember was I only brought a roll of bandage tape. So me and my roommates, specifically Emily, and I would go back and forth to the CVS down the street because we constantly needed more tape for our feet to hold during the shows. Now the shows are super fast paced. For me, it was an amazing experience. As soon as I hit that runway, I was smiling and I was super excited to be there, and I was just overjoyed that I'd been given this opportunity to represent such an amazing company. I'd worn Jovani for pageants and for prom, and I had wanted to represent this brand for now over 3 years, so I had gotten that opportunity through this program. So on the Thursday of Market, our 2 PR girls, Katie and Felicia, decided to sit in the audience of one of our runway shows and watch us. I believe this is the day where they selected the girls for New York, and I was super excited but also super nervous because up to this point, this entire experience hadn't felt like a competition up till now, and I just walked down that runway and gave it all I had. I didn't really expect to go to New York, and to me the end result had always been just getting to Atlanta because I had applied for so many different times and I just wanted to take in that whole experience. So going to New York was something that was like far in the future if it would ever happen. So after that runway show, Felicia actually came up to me and took my headshot, and she said I did really good, so I was really feeling good about myself. And then Market Week came to a close, and I was really sad because I had to say goodbye to my amazing roommates, Emily, Zoe, and Rachel. I miss you guys. And I had to say goodbye to every other girl and friend that I had met there at Market. So that was really sad. And I had known that this was just an incredible experience. So Saturday, I went to the train station with Lexi and Danielle, and we took Marta back to the airport, which is what we took to get to Market originally, and we went our separate ways, and it was really fun and sad, and I miss all that experience. And then after I got home to California, my life resumed as usual. I was just waiting for top 10 to come out for New York. Like I said before, I wasn't expecting much. I was just really, really honored that I had been selected to go to Georgia, and that was the end result for me. That was all I wanted in the beginning. That was the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae for me. So going to New York was a complete shock and surprise to me. I was in Staples with my friends, and that morning they had actually announced my friend Emily as the girl number 5 going to New York. So what they were doing was posting like one person per day. So day 1, day 2, day 3, and as follows. So I thought, oh, okay, day 5 had been selected. It's my friend Emily. I pretty much cried happy tears for 30 minutes straight because I was so excited for her and she was my roommate. But I thought it was over, so I was going to get school supplies for move-in day, because move-in day was 2 days away from me for college, and I picked up my phone, and I had been tagged in a post by Giovanni It Girl, and I knew what that meant, so I just started hysterically crying in Staples, and this was the picture that was posted. There were 2 pictures that were posted, but I'll put them here. So I was lucky number 6, and I was absolutely ecstatic because this meant I was basically getting a free trip to New York, and I had no idea what to expect, but I was so over the moon excited and ready for this experience, and it was just such an honor to have been selected out of 50 incredible, beautiful women from all over the US, and it's such an honor as it is to go and work for an amazing company, but when you're basically competing against 50 girls, you're kind of just giving it what you have. So I was completely blessed and honored to go to New York. So I left California on a Saturday very early in the morning for New York, and I was super excited. I was meeting Danielle again at the airport, and we met up with her and her family at JFK when I arrived, and we split a cab to the hotel. We got checked into the hotel, and then that first night they took us out to dinner in Times Square, and I was like, I had never been so overwhelmed in the best possible way before in my life. I was just in awe. Everything is so big and bright and huge, and you're like, what the heck, where am I? And it was just an amazing experience. I'll never forget that first moment when I saw Times Square for the first time. It was incredible. So that was my day Saturday. I basically just got in, unpacked, got to the hotel. I roomed again with Emily, one of my best friends from Giovanni, and we just kind of chilled and went to dinner, and that was that. Sunday all day was our shooting day. So we were on set with Giovanni in Brooklyn, and this was the best day of my pretty much life. And that's a huge exaggeration, but it was just absolutely incredible. So the people who did our makeup, that was Yuko on the Go. So that's her Instagram, and I'll link them all below in the description. And then at Ellen Hair on Instagram was who did my hair. So for my makeup, for those of you who know who Yuko on the Go is or don't, she is a very professional makeup artist who does like Miss Universe's makeup and Miss USA's makeup and all these amazing, beautiful, incredible models and women that I aspire to be and look up to. She did my makeup, and I was just starstruck. She is such a humble, kind individual, and having her do my makeup, sitting in her makeup chair, I was just like, this is incredible. And then for my hair, I had my hair straight, so she put in some extensions because if you know me, I have very thin hair and it doesn't like to stay straight, so that's what they did for me. And then we spent the day shooting with at Jeremy the director and at Khalid Briggs on Instagram as well, and they did our video shoot. So I'll be linking some of my video shoot videos below. I have made a full video with my video shoot videos, just completely that. And then the intro and outro to this video were also from Giovanni from my video shoot. So the video shoot was amazing and incredible, and that was a day, man. That was a day. So other than the video shoot and being on set with Giovanni, we got to do showroom modeling in the Giovanni headquarters that they have in New York. So that was amazing. They are on the 4th floor. So we would walk down the street just a block from our hotel, and we would model dresses all day for buyers and for the sales representatives, and we would take pictures, and it was amazing. It was an awesome experience. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided for us, and it was incredible. Every night we went out to either dinner or to do something or both. So one of the nights we went to a Broadway play. It was my first Broadway show that I've ever seen in my life, and it was incredible. I loved every single second of it. I was kind of shocked that I was at a Broadway play in New York City with Giovanni Fashions. That in itself was just like, woo! But it was an incredible experience. So the time came for the new It Girl to be selected, It was a Wednesday, so we had just gotten done doing showroom modeling. We did a little runway show on Instagram Live. We had some questions that we answered to the audience, and then our new Giovanni It Girl was selected, and it went to Kara West, who is an amazing, incredible model who I look up to, and she's brilliant, she's perfect for the job, and I'm so happy to say that I've worked with her and that I know her, and I don't think I'd want anyone else to be representing our class for Giovanni It Girl. So that was my New York experience with Giovanni. So now I'm going to be answering a few questions that I've gotten on my Instagram DMs. If you have any other questions, either comment down below or please don't hesitate to slide in my DMs. I will always most likely answer you. Even if I'm busy, I always find time, because when I was in your shoes, I asked questions to people and it helps you at the end of the day. So here we go with the questions. And number 1 is, how tall do you have to be? So for this spring market, it's going to be the homecoming dresses, so height is not going to make a difference, but usually they like girls to be around 5'6" or 5'7". I am right between 5'7" and 5'8", so with my heels, I'm sometimes actually too tall for some of the dresses, which is funny, but for this market, height is not going to be a determining factor, so I encourage you to apply for spring 2019. Question number 2, what size should you be? So for those of you who don't know, I am a curvy model, which means I fit the sample size 12, 14, or 16. And if you are in that size range, please do not hesitate to apply. For me, my Giovanni It Girl experience was super empowering to be around women of all different sizes and to be representing what I think is what all women need to be represented by. For me, my beauty is not determined by my size, whether you're a size 0 or you're a size 20. To me, it doesn't matter. To me, it's your confidence, it's how you hold yourself, it's how you support other women in different situations. And so I encourage you of all shapes and all sizes to apply for Giovanni It Girl, because it made all the difference for me. Now, for the rest of the girls, some of the dresses are size 0, 2, 4, and 6. So keep that in mind when you are applying or going to your in-store castings. Question number 3 is what to bring to a casting. So as I mentioned previously, I only applied online, so I never went to a casting, but I highly encourage that to a casting you bring a bag with a water bottle, maybe a snack, your best pair of nude heels, and also just dress really nice, maybe wear some light makeup, whatever makes you feel confident, and just be prepared to be yourself, because they want to see a beautiful, confident woman, and if you can show them who you are truly, they will know that that is the girl that they want to select for their program. Question number 4, will my weight hold me back? No, your weight will not be a determining factor and will not hold you back. Question number 5, did I go to a casting call? So as I mentioned previously, I did not go to a casting call. I applied online, but whatever works best for you, you will be found by Giovanni. Also, do not give up just because you are not selected this season or the next season. If this is something that you really truly want, it will come to you, I promise. I'm a perfect example of that. I applied 6 times and didn't get selected till my 6th time. So I highly encourage you to go after whatever that dream is you're chasing and keep applying. Question number 7, what should my headshot and full body shot look like? So it should look like something that you're confident with. Would you post that on Instagram, maybe your story on Snapchat? Is it something that clearly shows your face? No, it does not need to be professional, and no, it does not need to be super glammed up or completely all natural, no makeup. Whatever makes you feel your best is gonna be what gets you noticed by Giovanni. For me, it was a glam pageant headshot that I used and a full body shot of a picture that was taken outside of my ASB room senior year. So it really doesn't matter what you put for your headshot or body shot, just something that makes you confident and you feel like the best you can be. So that's my Giovanni It Girl experience, as well as some frequently asked questions I have answered. Just some over-the-top tips for when you go to a casting or if you get selected or when applying, just be confidently you. They want the best version of you to walk their runway and wear their dresses so that their dresses can be bought by buyers. They want young women who can sell a dress, young models who can professionally perform on a runway and take pictures wearing their dresses, looking great, feeling great, and knowing they look good. So don't be afraid to be confident, don't be afraid to be yourself, and that's all they're really gonna ask from you. If you liked this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all later.